Hello everyone at Oakley Middle School. My name is Natalie North and I'm a sophomore here at the University of Oregon. I am currently getting a double major in both percussion performance as well as music theory. For today's lesson, we're going to talk about the bell part or the Glockenspiel part, whichever one you want to call it, in Balmages, Incantation, and Ritual. This is such a really exciting piece. It tells the story actually of an ancient tribal gathering in the first part of the piece, and that sets the stage with this chant-like melody. The second part of the piece is this percussion-driven dance around the campfire that is energetic and super fun. Some difficult and challenging parts in the bell part for sure, and so we're going to talk about measures 26 to 49 as well as measures 62 until the end. Keep on watching and thanks for tuning in. Something that makes this section challenging is all the mallet changes in a relatively short amount of time. And so what I'm listening for are things called cues, C-U-E, and these are basically what other instruments are playing, like a one measure cue right before I come in. And so I know that in measure 25, a measure before I come in with plastic mallets, I'm going to hear this so me fa re in the tuba and trombone lower voices. And so when I hear those four quarter notes, then I know that it is my turn to play with do, re, mi, do. The same thing happens with the tambourine on 1 and 3 and 2 before 38. Now we're going to play a game. Another important part of bell set playing is how to hold the mallets. So what I'm doing here is you need to grab it by the fulcrum. So this is in between your index finger and your thumb, and then you just gently wrap the other 3 fingers nicely around the mallet, and you repeat that with your left hand. Also, since this is a lighter weight mallet, you only need a little bit at the end to still have a good control. So now when you play, you have a nice hand setting and it's easy to play. Moving on to the next mallet, this is just a regular Becker Blue for the hard rubber section, and so it's the same grip with the fulcrum, index finger and thumb, wrap the fingers nicely around, no tension, and then since this is a heavier mallet, you want to make sure you have more at the end, so that way you have more control, especially for the piano sections. This is such a fun and exciting way to end the piece. The most important thing about this section is that you're constantly changing character as the bell set player. In measure 63, you are mimicking the tom part that has been playing for the entirety of the ritual portion of this piece. And then in measure 65 and 66, you basically take on a timpani role, where you're just doing left, right, left, right, left, right, between essentially two drums. Then you become a lyrical person with the woodwind section and this beautiful line, do a whole bunch of musical shaping with that, and then you're back to a timpanist perspective, left, right, between G and B flat, and then you get to end on the tonic with E flat and C. Now we're going to talk about how to dampen noiselessly and quickly. So let's take this first section at 26. So what I did there was I muted first the notes that I played most recently, so that's G and B flat, and I'm doing it just with the pads of my fingers, and then you want to start muting the notes that you did previously. This is measure 26, 27, 28, so that you're getting the A, E flat, D, low C, and F, that you're muting all of those after you mute your G and your B flat. With a part like this, there are 3 accidentals, but really this piece, and I'll give you a little bit of fun fact here, this piece is really in what they call C Dorian mode. And so that means that you have Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, La, Te, Do. And so you basically raise what should be lay or A flat to A throughout the piece. So just keep that in mind. And then also, since you have all these accidentals everywhere and flats, you want to make sure that what you're trying to do, especially in measure 65 to 70, is that you keep one hand on basically what would be the white keys of the piano and your right hand on the accidental keys or the black keys of the piano. And so starting at 65, it should look like this. Another important part about being a percussionist is your setup. And so here I have my Glockenspiel that is on a sturdy and comfortable height for a stand. For my music stand, I have this right directly in front of my shoulders that then needs to be directly in front of your conductor, so that way you can maintain good eyesight and get cues from him or just communicate if need be. I also have both of my mallets, because in this piece you do need to have a mallet change. For the plastic sound, I'm using the OS Innovative 7 bell mallets. Really nice. And then I'm also using, for the hard rubber mallets, these are just a regular Becker Blues. They're great on xylophone as well as on bell set for a hard rubber sound. And I'm also using the 2 different sounds because a plastic sound, it goes better with the trumpets. It's a louder, it's a brighter sound. In comparison to the hard rubber, it's naturally going to be a softer, less articulate sound that goes well with the nice little fairy-like quality of the flutes. The other important thing is that you have to change in and out between mallets, and so sometimes I see students, they just put their mallets on the bell set, to change in and out, or even worse, they put them in the box. I mean, that creates so much noise and clutter when you have to transition between all these different mallets. So what we do in college is we set up what we call a trap table or a trap stand. You get yourself a stand, and you turn it this way. Put it on the right-hand side if you're right-handed, left-hand side if you're left-handed. Then you grab a black towel or anything that is going to mute that sound. Grab your black towel, put it over, fold in the edges so it looks all nice and pretty and professional. And then you're able to put your mallets. So that way when you're going from one section to another, it is essentially noiseless, actually. You can also put your pencil, which you should always have during rehearsal, on that stand as well, and now you have the perfect setup. Everything is within a comfortable range. You can see your conductor, you can see your music easily, and now you're ready to play. Just a little tip and trick. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned a lot today. Remember, my name is Natalie, and feel free to contact me with any questions or even videos of you playing that you would like my feedback on. My email is nnorth@uoregon.edu. I'm also available for online percussion and even piano lessons if you're interested. And I hope that whoever this video reaches is safe, happy, and healthy. Best wishes.